My name is Alex Lefevbre, and I'm running for Jones Library trustee. My husband and I chose to move to Amherst in 2001 because we saw the opportunity to raise our child in a town that felt small, but benefited from the rich diversity of many languages, cultures, and traditions. After living in Amherst for 20 years, our son is heading toward his senior year in college, and I still believe we made the right choice. When a vacancy on the library board opened in December of 2016, I applied with, quite frankly, what I now know was an incomplete understanding of a library's true role in a community. In the almost 5 years I've served on the board, I've listened to, watched, and learned from community members, library staff, and other library professionals to continually educate myself about the current state of libraries and how best to expand our reach and effectiveness in helping to generate socioeconomic mobility and justice in our community. My volunteer work at Crocker Farm Elementary, the Amherst Survival Center, as a language partner at the Jones, and as a circle of care leader for a refugee family that resettled in Amherst, have served to deepen my connections with the community and provided opportunities for a better understanding of the obstacles placed in front of so many. The proposed renovation and expansion is an important part of helping to address the shortfalls and gaps in our library services and resources, and to providing access to services so we are not leaving behind our fellow community members who are in the most need. The town of Amherst will need to spend between $14.8 and $16.8 million on the Jones Library over the next several years. How we choose to spend the money is what will be determined in this vote. We believe the money should be spent toward a library that better serves our community, rather than simply fixing an existing building that can no longer fulfill its mission. The trustees believe that an investment in the Jones is so critical to its mission that we applied for and received a $13.9 million state grant, and then committed in writing to fund $6.6 million of the library project so that the cost of Amherst residents would not exceed $15.8 million. In other words, no higher than simply fixing the urgent repairs needed for the building. If the project is permitted to proceed, the next phase will be design development, a 6 to 12-month process where library design will be finalized. The overall square footage of the building may not be changed, and the overall program elements, such as having a dedicated teen space, may not be eliminated. However, this is an important phase of the project where the community will be engaged to determine if any needs or priorities have changed since the initial application in 2016, and to finalize the design of both the interior and exterior of the building. It is important to understand that the history of public libraries are deeply rooted in white supremacy, and white cultural norms still dominate collections, staffing, and management practices in public libraries, including in Amherst. The library is working to dismantle and reweave our cultural norms to decenter whiteness and create a space that welcomes, nourishes, and celebrates the rich diversity of our community. I'm proud of the work to create an equity collaborative team within the library and the ongoing internal work to move our library toward equity and inclusion in our staffing, programming, and collections. The work is far from complete, and there is much to do to make sure that we're providing and delivering programming and services in the most impactful ways. This is one of the reasons why the community outreach process during design development phase of the building project is so critical. I'm committed to making sure that the process works to actively include and engage all members of our community. With the formation of the Energy Climate Action Committee, the town of Amherst signaled its commitment to climate action. The shift in community priorities led to the creation of the Sustainability Committee at the library and a change in the building project from simply creating an energy-efficient building to creating a net zero-ready building that contributes to the town's climate action goals. The formation of the Community Safety Working Group has signaled a commitment to making our community a place where all people feel safe and included. The Jones Library Building Committee, being created by the town for this project, includes 2 positions reflecting these priorities. One held by a BIPOC member of the public with experience in community engagement, and one by a member of the public with experience in sustainability. If the library renovation and expansion project is approved, we'll have a rare opportunity where everything is being removed from the building and how we expand and put the building back together, programming spaces, how collections are organized, art on the walls, can create a space where everyone feels welcome and that better reflects the voices in our community. When we neglect social infrastructure, we grow more isolated with fewer opportunities for socializing, especially with others who may not look like or think the way we do. When we invest in social infrastructure such as parks, schools, and libraries, everyone benefits. I hope you'll join me in voting yes for the library.